I have a package unit change out here, and 3 stories up. So I want to show how these units, they're changed out from the inside, and the old unit weighs about 200 pounds and it's up about 4 feet. So I want to show also using a hydraulic cart how to easily change that unit out without having to lift. Another thing I like about this hydraulic table, it's rated for 400 pounds and it doubles as a scaffold. Stand on it and I can easily reach my ductwork, top of the unit. I can adjust it any height that I want. I was disconnecting the power wires and noticed they're all tore up. Somebody was doing a hack. So they got sharp metal on that hole and they didn't have the fitting, so they just put a bunch of tape on it. You can see it's starting to dig through the tape there. So I was a little disappointed this cart is a little bit short. So I also used my motorcycle jack to make up the difference and then basically slide the unit out, balance it, and then lower it. You can see how big this bad boy is. Closet clearance is literally 1/8 of an inch and very heavy, but with the hydraulic cart, it's one person. You'll never hear me say that I hate jobs with long walks. That's because I love jobs with long walks.
Going down.
Hoverboard works in Mr. Elevator.
4. Going up.
Started using the cart about 7 years ago. It's awesome. Hoverboard is more awesome. So next, I need to clean up the frame. I'm going to modify the frame by cutting the top because the new unit is 4 inches taller. And then the new unit's going to rest right here. And then I'm going to put the aluminum grill, which will look nicer. That's going to mount to the outside of the frame, similar to what you have right there. So I have the frame strengthened. I added masonry bolts on the top. I cut it flush, cut off the edge, that way the unit can go 4 inches up. Had a hole strap there, or conduit strap, took that off. Now I'm going to mount the grill to the outside. So this grill is the same size as the frame. So I measure down 3 1/4, 21 1/4, 39 1/4, all down from the top. And I'll measure that down here and I'll drill my holes. Notice the other side is not the same. There's different, so you got to measure each side separately. And I made sure to use Loctite on everything so these screws don't vibrate loose. You can see on that unit there they didn't put any Loctite, so the grill is literally coming off the building. One thing that's really important on these is they have to have a metal separator so that the condenser supply air doesn't circulate back around into the coil. There's going to be a gap here, maybe about 8 inches. Has to have a piece of sheet metal in that gap. Alright, this frame is ready for the unit. We got our air divider here. Just measured its level with the brick. It's 20.5 up. This will give a little bit of a flange for the air. And notice the water will run out. So any water coming in can run out. Let's jack it up. Here's a super handy tool. The DeWalt makes the best one. And then I could shoot the screws right into the back with the power drill. So we have the unit sitting on the bottom lip. I got 4 screws on the side here. 4 long sheet metal screws. I got 3 screws right here. Using my folders here and building in the sheet metal. I'll just build in a box. Can connect the back. Connect the back there, screws, seal it on the inside. That'll get my supply air matched up. On these return airs, the evaporator coil is right inside there. A lot of guys have been pinching that 12-inch flex, but it creates a bottleneck. It's better to do a 4-inch box and put the 12-inch flex right on there. Alright, finished the install here. I did have to make this return straight off of the duct. It did a whistle if it was turning too sharp right there on the 12-inch return. You could hear an audible whistle in the duct. So it goes straight, goes up. Got a little bit of bracing here, a little bit of silicone in the strap to hold it. Gonna have good airflow there. Oh, here's the outside. Outside of the unit there. Nice new grill. So I measured airflow on the different fan speeds. So from the factory, orange wire, it's 748 CFM for 2 tons. It really needs to be 400 CFM per ton. So the blue wire is closer to where we need, and then the black, which is high speed, is 900 CFM, which would be 450 per ton. So I set it up where stage 1 is blue, which is 844 CFM, and then stage 2, which is the emergency heat, goes to 900. On this unit here, this one was replaced. I wanted to show how not to do the duct work, because their fan setting is on second to the highest, and it should be 850 CFM, but it's only measuring 630, which makes the heat pump pressures run a lot higher, use more electricity, also make it more likely to get leaks. So they're totally bottlenecked right here. That duct is squeezed, and they did it on the other end even, squeezed it there. Got 800 CFM on a 2-ton unit. Finished up this install here. This one, you can see how I did the duct work. This panel comes off. There's 3 screws on the bottom, right there, and then it goes in the top with a tab. So to work on this unit, just basically pull off that return, lay it on the floor. Takes 2 seconds, and then everything can be reached. And also it frees up a lot of room in the closet here. Here's the outside on this unit. And you see nice and neat. The aluminum frame will look neat for 20 years. I hope you like watching the video. Thanks for watching.